In the Caribbean Sea lies a small island that breaks every rule about what a country should be. Grenada is a place where neighbors know when you came home last night, where your car must be perfectly clean, and where throwing a mango peel on the ground could cost you $1,500. This tiny island nation has no military at all, yet it's one of the safest places on Earth. Their national museum sits at the bottom of the ocean, and somehow they've created a society that works completely differently from anywhere else in the world. Grenada offers one of the world's fastest paths to citizenship, taking just 10 days to complete the process. For anyone willing to invest $150,000 in real estate or a government fund, they can obtain a passport that opens doors to over 140 countries without needing a visa. This includes access to the United Kingdom, the entire Schengen zone in Europe, and even China, which most Caribbean passports don't offer. What makes this even more valuable is Grenada's special treaty with the United States, allowing new citizens to use their Caribbean passport to start businesses in major American cities like New York, Miami, or Los Angeles without applying for a green card. For wealthy families, business owners, and people seeking more global mobility, this passport serves as an insurance policy for their future while allowing them to keep their original citizenship. Despite having such a powerful passport, most Grenadians rarely use it for travel. Over 40% of citizens have never left their island home, not even for vacation. This isn't because they lack wanderlust, but because they genuinely love where they live. Grenada offers crystal-clear waters, natural hot springs, lush rainforests, and vibrant festivals that make leaving seem unnecessary. Many locals ask themselves why they would leave when the world comes to visit them instead. Practical concerns also play a role, as airfare off the island can cost up to $1,200 for a round trip, while the average annual income is around $8,000. This makes international travel a luxury rather than a regular activity. Additionally, local media coverage of foreign conflicts makes many residents feel safer staying in their peaceful paradise. In 1983, Grenada made the remarkable decision to completely disband its military, and it has remained peacefully without any soldiers, tanks, or barracks ever since. Instead of maintaining armed forces, the country relies on its Royal Police Force, a small but highly trained unit that handles everything from natural disasters to border security. Many of these officers receive training in Canada, the United Kingdom, and Barbados, reflecting the country's belief that building peace is more powerful than preparing for war. While the United States spends approximately $850 billion annually on defense, Grenada, with its population of just over 124,000 people, consistently ranks among the safest nations in the Caribbean. Rather than funding a military, Grenada invests in healthcare, education, and ecotourism, creating an environment where children can walk home safely and visitors can stroll along miles of beaches without seeing a single weapon. Beneath the Caribbean waters surrounding Grenada lies the world's first underwater sculpture park, a breathtaking attraction born from tragedy. Hurricane Ivan struck in 2004, destroying much of the island's coral reefs. Instead of simply mourning the loss, Grenadians turned to art as a solution. Working with sculptor Jason DeCaires Taylor, they created marine-safe installations designed to attract coral, fish, and other sea life, transforming destruction into rebirth. Now, over 75 haunting and beautiful sculptures rest just 10 minutes from shore. Snorkelers and divers can explore stone children holding hands in a circle, a man praying on the ocean floor, and faces frozen in time beneath the waves. These pieces tell stories of colonialism, resilience, and human connection, while serving as artificial reefs that support marine life. Even at 15 feet deep, visitors can witness art that changes color, shape, and life over time, as nature reclaims and transforms each sculpture. Grenadian culture has unique attitudes toward personal hygiene that might surprise visitors from other countries. Body odor isn't just about cleanliness here. It's deeply connected to honor, respect, and privacy. In this culture, sweat represents honest work and a life lived genuinely under the tropical sun. Commenting on someone's smell, reaching for perfume, or even switching seats because of body odor can be interpreted as judgment and disrespect. While Americans spend over $5 billion yearly on deodorants and fragrances, many Grenadians choose to skip these products entirely, viewing natural body scent as personal and nobody else's business. Visitors who don't understand this cultural difference can accidentally offend locals, so it's better to bring essential oils for personal use rather than react visibly to natural odors. Environmental protection in Grenada extends to surprisingly strict littering laws that catch many visitors off guard. Under the 2015 Abatement of Litter Act, throwing any waste in public spaces can result in a $1,500 fine or 6 months in jail. This includes biodegradable items like mango peels, coconut husks, and banana peels, not just plastic or fast food wrappers. The law applies to beaches, parks, sidewalks, and any public area. While this might seem excessive to outsiders, Grenadians take their island's image seriously as a nation that calls itself pure Grenada. Their pristine environment is central to their identity and crucial for tourism, so locals protect it with unwavering dedication. Paradise requires policing, not through force, but through pride in their natural legacy. On the small island of Carriacou, 13 square miles wide, one of the world's last remaining traditional crafts continues. Only 8 to 10 family workshops still build wooden boats entirely by hand, using methods passed down for over a century. These craftsmen work without internet, power tools, or blueprints, relying only on axes, mallets, and deep understanding of moon phases and tides. Each boat takes 6 months to over a year to complete, but the results are spectacular vessels that seem to fly across the water. UNESCO officially recognized this craft as intangible cultural heritage in 2021. During the annual Carriacou Regatta each summer, thousands gather to watch these handmade boats race like spirits across the sea. This tradition represents more than just boat building. Its identity passed from grandfather to grandson, connecting forest to ocean through generations of knowledge. Christmas celebrations in Grenada begin in October and continue for 3 full months, creating an extended season of joy and community spirit. While other countries might just be thinking about Halloween, Grenadians are already hanging red ribbons on doors, soaking fruitcakes in rum, and stringing lights through palm trees. There's a local belief that whoever decorates first brings luck to the entire street, leading to friendly neighborhood competitions. The celebration focuses on simple pleasures rather than commercial excess. Families reuse decorations from previous years. Children play drums and guitars in the streets, and the air fills with music and laughter. Traditional fruitcakes soak in rum for up to 10 weeks, with each family fiercely protecting their secret recipes. Sorrel, a spicy red, tea brewed with ginger, cloves, and liquor, becomes the drink of choice. This extended Christmas season reflects the Grenadian philosophy of not waiting for perfect conditions to feel joy, but creating warmth and happiness from within their community. Grenada holds the distinction of being the first country in the world to export 100% certified organic chocolate. Every step of the chocolate-making process happens on the island, from growing and harvesting cacao beans to fermenting, roasting, and molding the final product. The volcanic soil provides ideal mineral-rich conditions for cacao trees, while the humid climate creates perfect growing conditions. Generations of farmers know their trees individually, and many can identify each tree by name. Visitors can participate in the entire chocolate-making process, cracking pods, roasting beans, and grinding cocoa by hand in wooden workshops where the aroma of chocolate floats through villages like incense. This isn't mass-produced confectionery, but storytelling in edible form, connecting consumers to the land, labor, and legacy behind every bar. Vehicle cleanliness in tourist areas of Grenada isn't just a suggestion, it's practically law. In towns like St. George's and Grenville, there are unwritten rules about keeping cars spotlessly clean, inside and out. Mud on bumpers, trash on floors, or fast food containers on dashboards constitute visual pollution that can result in fines. This might seem extreme to visitors accustomed to dusty or cluttered vehicles, but Grenada's image as pure Grenada extends to every visible aspect of the island, including automobiles. Cars are considered part of the island's aesthetic, especially around eco-tourism areas. Even rental car users aren't exempt from these standards. Locals notice messy vehicles and care deeply about what they represent regarding respect for their homeland. Every visible piece of trash or uncleanliness makes a statement about the driver's attitude toward this special place. Age in Grenada doesn't mean slowing down. It means living louder and more vibrantly. During carnival celebrations, women in their 60s and 70s dance in the streets with feathers in their hair, sequined costumes, and hips moving to soca rhythms. While many cultures expect older women to fade quietly into the background, Grenadian society flips this script completely. Here, older women don't disappear. They blaze with renewed energy and purpose. Carnival isn't reserved for young people. It's a celebration of spirit that doesn't diminish with age. No one finds it unusual when a 62-year-old struts through parades in sparkled outfits, laughing louder than the drums. Respect comes not from sitting quietly, but from showing up authentically and living with unapologetic joy. This cultural attitude inspires many visitors, who leave with a new understanding that you're never too old to feel young and vibrant. Car horns in Grenada serve as a warm communication system rather than expressions of anger or frustration. One beep means, "Hey, I see you." Two beeps convey, "Hope you have a good day." And three quick taps ask, "Mind giving me a lift?" This creates a symphony of connection and a soundtrack of community that transforms traffic into social interaction. While cities like New York or Paris associate horn honking with stress and road rage, Grenadians use their horns like handshakes, brief but friendly and familiar. Drivers also whistle, clap, or shout greetings like "Ya on" to communicate with pedestrians, creating a casual and charming atmosphere that catches visitors off guard. In a world where traffic usually divides people, Grenada uses it to bring the community together. Social supervision in Grenadian villages operates like an extended family network where everyone knows everyone else's business, but with caring rather than malicious intent. Neighbors know when you came home, who you're dating, and what you cooked for dinner because your life is woven into the daily rhythm of the community. Miss a few days of your regular morning walk and expect someone to knock on your door to check on you. This level of social interconnectedness might shock visitors from big cities used to anonymity, but it's what makes Grenada feel safe and supportive. When your car breaks down, 3 neighbors will appear to help. When you're sick, someone brings soup. According to surveys, most Grenadians love this system because they see it as protection rather than invasion of privacy. Grenada boasts 50 distinct beaches, each telling its own unique story and offering different experiences. Grand Anse serves as the superstar with over 2 miles of perfect shoreline and coconut palms, while just around the bend, Morne Rouge provides a quiet cove where water whispers and locals swim peacefully at dawn. La Vera Beach, located inside a national park, offers wilder and more rugged beauty where visitors can watch giant leatherback turtles climb ashore to lay eggs under moonlight. The magic lies not in flashy resorts or curated beach clubs, but in the contrast and variety available within a 20-minute drive. Each beach seems designed for specific moods and personalities, whether you're a reader seeking solitude, a romantic watching sunsets, an explorer discovering hidden coves, or a child building sandcastles. Best of all, most of these beaches remain empty and unspoiled. Finally, Grenada's identity as the Spice Island runs deeper than tourism marketing. When you enter the open-air market in St. George's, the air itself comes alive with the scents of ginger, cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg sold by grandmothers in banana leaves and paper cones. Grenada is the only country in the world with a spice on its national flag, featuring a golden nutmeg right in the center. This small nation supplies some of the world's finest nutmeg, mace, cinnamon, and cacao. At one point, nutmeg represented a third of the entire export economy, serving as the country's lifeline and treasure. Walk through any village, and you'll find backyard spice trees growing abundantly. Ask locals about ginger, and they'll provide recipes, remedies, and stories about their grandmothers using it to cure heartbreak. Spices aren't just ingredients in Grenada, they're sacred elements that flavor the culture, season the rituals, and scent the entire nation, making even the air unforgettable. This is Grenada, a place where culture embraces you, rules surprise you, and everyday life feels like a series of delightful plot twists, where honks mean hello, aging means dancing, and even the air carries memories worth keeping. Perhaps the most beautiful aspect of Grenada is that it doesn't try to impress the world. It simply exists unapologetically as itself, creating a Caribbean paradise unlike anywhere else on Earth.